Hello everyone, Overlord21 here, and we are back with a Godzilla Save the Earth video action mode run with the Spiky Boy of Doom, the best defensive monster on the physical front in the game. We have Anguirus. Crazy he's a starting monster too, considering how good he is. Now let's fight Baragon at first, because it's not like Baragon already has enough problems in this match. Oh, I tried a down punch, but it did the rush instead. Ow. Nice. Nice one, buddy. Unfortunately for you, you're weak to edged attacks. Weak to my own breath attack, which is crazy. No. Oink. You. Ah. Tried to get a cool combo going, but no luck. I will say, what's kind of weird about jumping between this version of Anguirus and the Destroy Monsters version is the fact that, his defense, when you're back like this, isn't active all the time. You have to hold the Y button or the block button just to get that going. See? Interesting. Oh, ow. Just finding out all sorts of fascinating stuff about these characters. Yeah, that move isn't quite as good as it is in Destroy Monsters, which is fair. He does have a better moveset in general. Compared to Destroy Monsters' counterpart, he kinda... Oh. Ow. Nope. Yep, he's done. It wasn't difficult. It was more me just kind of mucking about. Because he does have good combos, I just don't remember them because I played a lot of Destroy Monsters Melee recently. Been playing that game a lot. And it's kind of messing with my thought process here. Because this game's a lot more combo focused than its predecessor was. Like, most of your damage in that game was just taking advantage of the fact that Get Up was horrible. Yo, Gigan's grab works! That's awesome! Because I could tell you in STE, not in STE, but in Destroy Monsters Melee, I would have just been able to block that. Oh, that's cute. Seems like they buffed that up. Kind of a shame I could just knock out your anti-air just by simply tapping my button. Well, that was interesting. Oh, cool. Of course that worked. Yeah. Beams are not as strong in this game. And consequently, Anguirus' beam is weaker in this game. That anti-airs? What the heck? Alright. Yeah, Anguirus, his forward punch is still just as good as it ever was. Also, attacking people from behind is a viable strategy now. Instead of just being kind of a crap one. Also, there's a dedicated grab button, but unsurprisingly, Anguirus' grab is still terrible. I'd argue it might even be worse here. Ow. Yeah. Gaigan can struggle a lot if you're fighting a good Anguirus player. Ooh, nice. I wanted a down punch, but that was cool too. Donk. Nope. Ow. Booyah. Good old Anguirus combos. Anguirus definitely has very good combo potential. Yeah. That though it doesn't work quite as well versus the mechas, just simply because edged attack. But I think having edged attacks are generally more valuable in this game than having the blunt stuff. Like, blunt damage was really good in Destroy Monsters. Here it's still good, but there's a lot more resistances to it in this game compared to its predecessor. Also, Ghidorah Hop is absolutely horrible in this game. One of the worst hops. It is so bad. We'll just pick that up real quick. Ow. Oh, well, they made that faster. That's good. Ah, crap. They grabbed me. Yeah. Buildings are pretty good for defense. Ow. Also, anti-air moves are generally stronger. Beams aren't your go-to anti-airs anymore. Pretty much every monster has some form of viable anti-air that they can make use of. Yeah, Anguirus has pretty good stuff in this game. I quite like him in this one. A little awkward, that is. A little bit more awkward than I would probably have preferred. Also, they have his rolling ability dedicated to a special button now, so that's nice. Means his forward X can be something else now, and it's not too bad either. Nope. 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 Yeah. Ghidorah being resistant to blunt attacks is pretty annoying, though. Especially with how strong the resistance is, too. It's crazy. Beam. Not the greatest against King Ghidorah, but still does good damage. And it's still a good use of the, well, the attack. Yeah, Anguirus, I would say, compared to his Destroy All Monsters counterpart, he's so much better here. Because he has... his moves are generally stronger. They have much better hitboxes. He also has the best low block in the game. No one else has a low block as good as him. Because for some reason it blocks overheads. It's a block that is fundamentally just busted. as you can see there. And when you're using down fierce as well, just like its Destroy All Monsters melee counterpart, it actually provides some protection from overheads, just like that version did. I tried to jump again. Oh. They're just flubbing a little bit. It's not that big of a deal. Cool. Yeah, double JJ is so unintimidating. It's really kind of sad. Ah, crap. I'm getting rid of the big guy because it does more damage than the little one. I try to jump. Oh, that's funny. That move did something. It does 60 damage. I did not know that. Ow. Yeah, OTG is a lot stronger in this game, and it's quite easy to tell. Ah! Oh, that's funny. He threw himself. Not the brightest bulb in the shed, huh? Ah, a little harder to combo. Oh well. Not that big of a deal. Yeah, you can't really go wrong with Anguirus in this game. He just has such great strength. And while his weakness is absolutely annoying to deal with, it's not as bad as some other characters' edge weaknesses, like Rodan. Rodan has it really bad. Destroyer also has it pretty bad too. Kind of funny Destroyer has it really, really bad in this game. Oh, speaking of the guy, hi! We were just talking about you. Or at least I was. He's definitely not as scary in this game. He's still good. Like, Destroyer is never not going to be bad. Ow. I mean, look at this damage I'm doing. He just takes so much damage. Oh, that's hysterical! His beam did basically nothing. That is amazing. Oh my lord, that's amazing. Yeah, that beam's worse. His horn attacks are just worse. Oh, cool. He just completely went. Oh, this guy, bro. He's so ow. Very sad. Ah. First the AI just input reading my nonsense. Ah. No, not the grab button. My weakness. Yeah. Ah. No. Awesome. There we go. We'll just throw you into the barrier. Are you kidding me? Nope. Not damaging me. Yeah. Okay. I believe I could forward kick after that, so I'm gonna have to do that. Are you kidding? Buildings are blockable in this too. Definitely reduces the damage output, which is very nice. Yeah, his beam definitely got a massive downgrade for sure. Ow. Yeah, if you resist beam, you resist destroyer pretty well. I could use more health. I don't really care too much about the, Yeah, it's also unblockable because if your opponent's close enough, it just does that. Awesome. Yep, just like that. That could have been bad, but I thankfully pulled it out at the end. Yeah, like the horn katanas still do damage, but the fact that you can block them makes them significantly weaker. Oh, hi, Megalon. How you doing, buddy? And that's one of the reasons why Megalon's really bad in this game. My poor boy. Ow. Activates shield technique. Yeah. His blunt weaknesses is so bad that he actually has combos unique to him. Well, ways to combo that are unique, making his life miserable. He's also vulnerable to my roar, so that's great. Like, look at that. The simple jabs just knock him out of everything he does. It's so sad. If he didn't have this, he'd be an A tier character, I think. But, well, his weakness carried over, and it's just really, really bad. I mean, yeah, you can armor it with some attacks, but not all of them, really. Yep, and his burrow isn't fast enough for that. Whee! Oh, that was weird. Yeah, his rage attack's also different in this game. I'd argue it's better, just simply because his old rage attack just wasn't anything to write home about. Like, being able to chase your opponent down with it and curl up in the ball is very in character. It's very nice. I quite like it. Still against the mechas, it leaves something to be desired. Huh? Yeah, beam attacks being weaker in this game definitely helps Anguirus' defensive prowess by like a huge margin. Interesting, you can apparently just grab after. Oh, come on. Yeah. Mecha's being resistant to edge attacks. Being resistant to edge attacks doesn't help. Ooh. Yeah! Angry mode, let's go. Damage is still not great, but at least the knockback's normal. Boop, 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 boop. Right, we'll just yeet you. Oh. Dadgummit, you bots! What is up with you guys just mashing on my grabs so quickly? At least that's slower. That's good. We'll just do that. The building got in the way. That's sad. Roar's still effective. Yeah, when you're fighting the mechas, blunt attacks are the way to go. Because the edge they just bounce off, for the most part. Like, they still take damage, clearly. But it's definitely worse. Ah. Now he has access to rage. Great. Ow. Yeah, you can definitely tell rage attack. Well, not rage attacks, but beam attacks got the big old nerf bat. I feel like it's a decent change. I'm content with it. Beams were way too good in the last game. Wapacha! Ooh, rage. Don't mind if I do. Oh, cool, that still hits on ground. Ooh, ow. Ow. No, no, you're not. Whee! Meh. The mechas can be kind of annoying to fight with Anguirus, but... Well, mostly just Mecha Godzilla 2 and 3. Mecha King Ghidorah, you can still do your normal combos, because they nerfed Mecha King Ghidorah's defensive stat pretty hard in this one. It was just both sides of well, both blunt and edged attacks this time. But the difference is that his edge resistance is definitely a lot weaker. Like, it's a day and night difference. Though his shield's still pretty good. They kinda actually buffed it by making it cheaper. Because of how the energy system works in this game. Kinda crazy, but... his weakness is also significantly worse, so... it's one of those give or take kind of situations. Yeah, Anguirus Roar is really good for building demolition. I am cleaning house right now. If figuratively. Just chuck it right there. We'll just charge you up, and... there we go. Yeah, you don't have to wait for the full charge. You can just kind of, like, basically the moment it touches, the red touches, like, at the very end. You can basically just activate it like that right away, and you get your full beam. You don't have to wait for the whole animation of the character going, "Eep." Like, you don't have to wait like that. You can just activate it sooner than that. Makes it a lot easier to do that sort of thing. Look out! Anguirus has a pet! Let's just do that. Some good damage. Yeah, we're gonna beat this one pretty easily with Anguirus. It's not very difficult. Because my boy has a pretty good building demolition. Kind of like how Rodan does in this game. Like, damn it, dang, that was quick. Just that whole spot was just cleaned out. Crazy. It's like Anguirus, demolitions expert. Despite the fact that he doesn't use rockets or missiles or anything of that sort. He's not explosive, just very, very loud. Yeah, I think it's fair to say I much prefer his beam from the other game than here. Because here... Nope. Nope. Yeah, get-up attacks are unblockable in this game, so keep that in mind. Oh. I could probably combo off of that if I had the little Energizer. Speaking of that, here it is. Oh yeah, Godzilla grab. They buffed it. I don't know why. It was perfectly fine in the last game. There we go, some good damage off of that. Activate Roar. Which can also stun opponents. At least it looks like it does. That's funny. Nope. Ah! Yeah, frame 1 aerial kicks as well on the Godzillas. Thanks. Okay, so from behind it's a lot easier to combo, but from the front, I think I have to do jab jab. Ow. Not quite what I wanted to do. I wish it'd keep not doing my dash attack. I don't want my dash attack. I want my back punch. Nice. Hmm. Oh, cool. You just completely dodge it. Okay. That's good to know. Ow. Thanks for that. And he's done. Don't mess with Mr. Spiky Boy if you don't know what you're doing. Yeah. Anguirus doesn't really care too much about beams in this game. They're significantly less scary. Though he doesn't like being stunned, he doesn't like unblockable moves. So basically very few moves are unblockable, but there is a handful of them. He's not the biggest fan of dealing with super strong zoning shenanigans, but he performs quite well against just about most characters. That's so funny. That's cute, Mogira. You don't have a low block, so I could just punish you for it the whole time. That's awesome. Though you just grabbed me. Or I could even activate the thing. That's just great. Oh, nice. Uh-oh. Roar. Yeah, when Anguirus is on all fours, he takes half damage from beam attacks. Which is very nice. Means he can get into people's faces like Mogira here pretty easily. Come on. But though it sucks not having a super great beam attack to punish Mogira with. Oh cool, that actually goes out before Mogira's does. That's crazy. Ooh. Rage. I'll take it. Right? Booyah. 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 Huh? That was weird. Booyah again. Ooh, and health. I like health. I'll grab you. And you just made my crap. Oh my lord. Like, he was mashing so hard. Oh, 20, 44. That's a lot of damage. Ow. Nice. Oh, nice. I was able to combo off of that with get up attack. Very nice. Yeah. Mogira can be more annoying to deal with than particularly threatening. Although it's mostly because Anguirus just has really good beam defense. Not really weak to any beams. Very nice. Just not having that weakness is super helpful. Oh boy, now we get to fight the Navy. Let's see, can I pick up that? And we'll just chuck it at you guys. I don't... Let's see. We'll just chuck it at you. Okay. We'll just aim for the silver ones then. And they gave me 2 blues. 3 blues. Thanks, game. Thanks a lot. Giving me 3 blues. When I was like, you know what? Let's go for silver. And then it's just like... 4... Oh, okay. There we go. That's more what we want. There we go. Game just gave me a bunch of blues because they're like, oh, you want silver? Here, have blues instead. I miss. Oop, Like, come on, game. Like, this isn't funny. This is annoying. Like, honestly, this minigame's just kind of there. Like, if there's anything I'm not the super biggest fan... Are you kidding me? Why did it aim for the silvers? I mean the blues when I wanted to aim for the silvers. So stupid, bro. Where's me rocks? Oh, there's some rocks right here. There we go. There's so many dadgum blues. Well, we'll just take whatever we can get. Military, of course, being its usual self. Surprise of absolutely nobody. You know, I wonder if this roar is actually any good here. Not really. Maybe like with the more normal monsters, it's good. Yeah, I'm not winning this one. Keep giving me garbage that I can't make use of. And the rocks aren't spawning either. Normally they do. I have to go up further on my way to pick up some buildings. There's a character who has one of the worst grab ranges in the game. It's great. It's great. Yeah. It's so annoying. Hey, yay, 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 yay. I don't really care for the minigames in this. Some of the minigames are good, but other ones aren't. And that's just one of the ones that's not good. Ow. Ow. No, you're not, buddy. No, you're not. You're not doing that. I think he's resistant to this attack. Kinda hard to tell, though. He's probably just neutral to it. Oh, of course that missed. Wapachang. Also, when Anguirus hops in this game, he has a little bite attack he does at the end. This is something unique to him. Ow. The grab. The Kiryu grab. Ah. Curse me, I used an unsafe move on block lad, and now I'm going to take 28. Ark, 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 ark. Okay, cool. We still got it. Darn. Ow. Nope. Yeah. Up fierce is a pretty good button. Ah. Not the grab. Funny that I could just walk away from that. Ow. Oh cool, more health. I'll take it. Yeet. Oh cool. Got a combo off of that. Why was that a down punch? I mean a down kick? It might just be his dash kick. Wouldn't be too surprised if that's the case. Nice. Oh, come on. Alright, you're done, buddy. You're done. You are done. It's just Roar will finish you off. Let's see, I think I fight Oregon next. Nope, Rodan. Yo, Rodan. Nice. Too bad Rodan's actually not very difficult to deal with in this game. Just like in Destroy Monsters Melee. So I'd say Edge weakness is worse here for him than it is in Melee. Mostly because his flight capabilities just aren't as ridiculous here. He still takes so much damage from everything. Ah. Nice. Almost done with the Rodant. Oop. There we go. Yep. Oh man, that match went really is just how it is. Fine Rodan, huh? You got edge attacks up the wazoo. Poor guy just gets absolutely obliterated. Poor guy. He's definitely better in player hands, but he's definitely worse than his Destroy Monsters counterpart. That counterpart was legitimately kind of bonkers. Ow. Hi, Orga. Yep. I believe he's vulnerable to this, too. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, Anguirus can't beam clash. Yeah, Orga being resistant to blood attacks isn't great either. And of course, the grabs. All the different grabs he has. Yeah! Thankfully, the AI just only knows how to do his beam attacks constantly. Ooh, good damage. We'll just grab you and chuck you behind there. Yeah, that's a good strategy right there. Because you could still hit their get up attack, and then hit them with your own at the same time. So while I do consider that get up attack Anguirus has to not be good, it's still good offensively. It's just defensively, it's horrible. Oh, hello, Orga with the grabs. I shouldn't be surprised, but I get surprised anyway. Bonk. Yeah, Orga can also cancel his grab into other moves. It's so cool and bonkers at the same time. This guy is actually legitimately kind of nuts. Orga's so cool though. He's so cool in this game. He's so much better than his Destroy Monsters counterparts. Barely even a contest. It's not even a contest, really. Sure, he can't do the infinite, but when you're this good, why would you? Why would you want an infinite when you're this good? Not necessary, really. I thought I'd argue it wasn't necessary in the last game either. Yeah. If there's any character that got a massive glow up from the last game, I feel like Anguirus as well as Gaigan both got the biggest glow ups. Glow downs would probably be Destroyer, Rodan, and Mechagodzilla 2. Those three definitely got the short end of the stick. Very nice. Yeah. Dealing so much edge damage does help in the matchup versus Space Godzilla. Because when you're fighting that dude, you basically just take whatever advantage you can get. Ooh, that's some good damage. Man, Anguirus has some good combos, dude. I like this guy. Oh, cool. You tried to hit me with the funny, and I did not get hit by your funny, so I'm pretty happy about that. Also, the Space Godzilla AI is just not smart. Oh! Thanks. Thanks, Space Godzilla AI. Thanks, guys. Nope. I mean, you still got your projectile off, but it didn't matter. Also, he resists your roar, so you might as well not use it. Plus, your physical moves are going to do a lot more work anyway. Oh, cool. Yeah, that is way less damage. Although not being super resistant to blunt attacks is super nice, though. Space Godzilla is BS, but at least you can fight him. He doesn't make some matchups completely irrelevant just by being there. Nice. Nope. Also keep in mind that Space Godzilla has more HP than everyone else. That's also very annoying to deal with. Also his grab. His grab counters you if you don't know how to bash. Although I feel like that's for everyone, but Anguirus is extra painful because it his defense is really one of his best strengths, so not being able to use it really sucks. Really, really sucks. I'll just activate that and activate that. Yeah. Completing the game with Anguirus isn't too difficult, though, aside from the fact that there was a couple close calls here and there, but that was more just me trying to get reacquainted with the game, rather than Anguirus being bad. Because the strong monsters, melee Anguirus and this version of Anguirus are like very, very different characters. Like, their game plan's the same, more or less. And some of their moves are the same, but like the strengths between the both of them are like a very clear difference. You really do wanna mess with Anguirus's combo potential in this game. And his damage output. It's so much better. Sure, his roar is worse. Just simply because of how slow charge time is and the fact that he has to follow the traditional, oh, your beam becomes strongest in level 3, instead of like, oh, you could just charge a little bit and you get your full, and you get basically the best version of your beam. Destroy doesn't follow that philosophy though. Destroy doesn't have to worry about that. His beam stays relatively the same, regardless of how much he charges it up. Though his beam is significantly weaker in this game. It was a menace in the last one. Here, a lot more reasonable. Though it does do extra damage versus Gaigan and a couple other characters, so that is interesting. Very useful in the Gaigan matchup, because that dude just does so much damage to you. And your orbs don't do a whole lot, and your horn also doesn't do a whole lot. Yeah. I feel like Anguirus, honestly, only Anguirus' worst matchups tend to be against characters that can either break through his block, like Space Godzilla can, get around it by grabbing him, like the Godzillas can fight him pretty well. All three of them. The mechas can give him trouble just simply because they resist his edged attacks, and his edge attacks generally tend to be better for combos and that sort of thing. Also, they don't get affected by the block as much as the other characters do. Yeah, Anguirus has really good moves in this one. They definitely looked at the problems he had before, and they're like, alright, let's do this, 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 and there we go. He's a much better character. Also, let's give him a low block. That's good versus everything. When you're low blocking, you basically only take 10 damage at most from fully charged beams. And you block overheads, and pretty much every single attack. Like attacks from the front, blocked. It is the best block in the game. Not even close. Well, I mean, the closest thing is that Mecha King Ghidorah's block absorbs beam, but the reason that block isn't too great is because Mecha King Ghidorah's beam weakness is ridiculous. He just takes so much damage from everything. Whereas Anguirus doesn't really take any damage from beam weapons, he just doesn't care. He's a great character. I quite like Anguirus. He tends to be underrated a lot in quite a few tier lists, which I find unfortunate. But it's also like, what can one expect? Anyway, that'll be it for now in this video. You all have a wonderful day now. Do not forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you around the next video. You take care now. Peace!